Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Power Rangers Centurion, your favorite Power Rangers live stream happening on Alternis every other Wednesday. I am John McDonald, the GM for this game, or as the Zordon as I like to call myself. And if you recognize my voice, that's because I'm usually the GM/Zordon for Power Rangers stuff here at REM, including in the Alterni Archives podcast, where you can find Becoming Mighty and Morphin and eventually the upcoming Sentinels of Senior Year. Right now, there's a cowboy-themed Deadlands game going on, which is super cool. But Sentinels of Senior Year is going to be the sequel to Becoming Mighty and Morphin. It's Season 2, and it's going to be super cool. It's really fun getting to build a world there, and also getting to build a world here in Centurion Ridge alongside my fellow Rangers. If you have an idea for a TTRPG that you want to run, we've definitely got room in the Alternis universe for you, so feel free to come here and check out our Discord and hang out with the community, and you can ask any questions you have. Love questions. Questions are the best thing ever. So let's go around the table, and everyone can introduce themselves while you settle into character, and start thinking about how you might save the TV station from Ivan Ooze, or even just what you might find when you get there. And of course, if you haven't had your level 2 upgrades happen yet, you might also be thinking about that. Let us start with Eric. Eric is the farthest on my screen, so we'll start with Eric and work our way in. Hello!
Hello, I'm Eric. I'm playing Ace, the Black Ranger. I'm with Norse Foundry, just got back from Origins, and I'm ready to hopefully roll well tonight.
Did you sell all the dice at Origins?
Oh, no. No.
I will say I do love North Foundry dice, and if I had so much room, I would have all the North Foundry dice. If you haven't checked out their stuff, it's super cool. I know that we sometimes have giveaways from North Foundry during streamathons, but yeah, check out North Foundry. Their dice is rockin'. And I think you probably have also other rockin' stuff, but I think of you as like dice people, so.
Yeah, we're mainly dice, yeah.
All right, and we're going to move on to everybody's favorite Pink Ranger, John Blair, who is everywhere and pink all the time in all manners of being.
I'm so pink. I'm just tickled. Hi, my name is John Blair. Thank you for being here with us tonight. I'm so excited to get back to Centurion Ridge after a little bit of a hiatus. So, yeah, you can also catch me on the Mighty and Morphing podcast as Brick Kerrigan, soon to be Sentinels of Senior Year as, once again, Brick Kerrigan. And yeah, we're just living in pink. I'm happy to be here.
It's true. Everything is in the pink. And then, of course, we've got everyone's favorite Yellow Centurion Ridge / Stone Canyon Ranger. Katie is back with us. Thank you for joining us again as Leia. Hello, welcome. How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing well. I'm happy to be back. It has been a minute since we did this.
It's true.
It has been. So yeah, no, I'm excited to play Leah again. And I realized that almost every single character I play has a variation of Mackenzie in their name, whether it's their last name or she's named Mac or whatever. Very attached to that last name. So
that's fair. And congratulations to you as well for getting into a local opera production. I know that's super important to you, and I'm glad you get to utilize that skill. This is like the worst and ultimate form of improv, so it's very much theater adjacent, which is why I love it in equal measures.
That's why I do it that's why I do it so much.
Yes. I'm excited for you to get to kick and punch many things today. That is my hope. Speaking of people that want to kick and punch or potentially shoot fellow Rangers, we have Isabits here. Isabits and their wild blade blaster of death, doom, and destruction.
That's me. I am Isabits. I also just got back from Origins, so I am a little out of it because I am exhausted. But I am here as your Blue Ranger, ready to shoot my fellow Rangers whenever necessary.
Did you meet a lot of cool people at Origins?
I did. Actually, I went and said hello to our Black Ranger while I was there and got some fun dice. So, yeah. So much dice.
In August, we'll finally get to meet each other.
No, I won't be there, sadly. But I think Norse Foundry will be there, right? Yeah, Eric will be there.
Yeah, I'll be there.
Excited. It'll be fun.
Norse Foundry is everywhere. Fabulous. Of course, our Red Ranger Link will be joining us tonight. They are just running a little behind due to traffic and snackage and all those things. And as I told the Rangers in tech as we were getting ready for this, Reese is in the city somewhere. They're just not always hanging out with the Rangers. They have a thing they are here to do, and they are attempting to do the thing. Whether that works at cross purposes or whether that works with the Rangers, who knows? Anything could happen. It's very wacky here today. Thank you, everyone, for rocketing through your introductions. And don't forget, for all of you watching out there, thank you for watching. You can also be involved in this world, and not just in a passive way in viewing, but you can also become a member of the Ridge Ranger Ally Club. It's very, very reminiscent of the Power Rangers Rangering Club, except they don't have any free swag for you. And basically what it is, if you follow the Alternis Twitch channel, which you're watching if you're watching live, you will get to gift an extra story point to the Ranger of your choice. This is a reminder because we have an episode happening right now. Rangers, don't forget to take the story point you get for just being here. Story points are useful for rerolls, for making interesting things happen, and for doing super cool stuff. You can also give bits during the broadcast for things like Ernie Coppers, Alpha Silvers, where for 300 bits you lend assistance to the Ranger of your choice and they get to roll an upcoming roll of their choice with an edge, a Radbug Gold, and for those of you who choose to subscribe to the Alternis Twitch, a Morphin Master Point, which a Ranger has 3 options for use of. It's very powerful, just like you are as you join us back in Centurion Ridge. Now, as our fellow Rangers in Angel Grove like to say, though we are looking for our own way of putting it here in Centurion Ridge, it's time to get more phenomenal. All right, we are back. We are beginning today's episode after the end of the last, and I will remind everyone what happened at the end of the last episode because it's been a hot second. So basically, you ended up at the telecommunication center where the phones is and where the internet is, and you were able to break Ivan Grip's hold on the phone lines and on the satellites, which allowed Alpha 5 to be able to come through and communicate with you. Several Rangers during the course of the battle have upgraded to their level 2 armor. And it's kind of an interesting thing because you were in the radio station, but there was no one there. So there was either never anyone there or they left it behind. The sky was very black and very angry. Ivan seemed very in charge. But as Link took the Illumination power early, you were able to illuminate your way back to the pawn shop. And you wake up this morning knowing you need to go and deal with the TV station because you chose to do the phone company the first time around, and Alpha and Ernie both kind of agreed separately because you haven't told Ernie about Alpha that you need to deal with the TV station. But when you wake up, it seems like whatever hold Ivan had over the skies is kind of dissipated because it's a clear blue sky morning and you are, as fresh as a daisy as you're going to be. Because you are Power Rangers, even if you get hit, you might bruise a little bit, but you're generally in good spirits and good health. And you did do a shopping trip where one of you left some money, but most of you just took stuff from a grocery store. It's an emergency thing, so it's fine. But you've got plenty of supplies now, and now you have some time to talk and think of a game plan. You can connect with Alpha through your televisions using your wrist morpher. So you can also use your Ridge morpher to talk with either Alpha or talk with Ernie or Freddy, who work downstairs in the pawn shop. Yeah, so good morning, Centurion Ridge Rangers.
Good morning. Felix is going to walk down the I'm assuming staircase from his room, and
unless you do have a fire escape room, so unless you're gonna come down the fire escape and like tap on someone's window and freak them out, yeah, you're gonna take the inside stairs. Either one.
Sure. He's gonna walk down the inside stairs, and he is going to see Ernie and Frank. Frank?
Freddy? Freddy, yeah. Freddy Mave is the guy that drives the van. Yeah.
Right. See Ernie and Freddy and give them nice, big, warm morning welcomes. Good mornings.
As you get downstairs, Freddy greets you. He's holding this really big kind of tool. And Ernie is flipping through a manual, and Freddy goes, "Hey, good morning, Felix. How did you sleep? Do you sleep well? How do you? I used to sleep upstairs in those apartments. How do you like the apartments?"
Oh, it's wonderful. I love having a nice, comfortable bed. So I really thank you for your hospitality so much. You guys are so wonderful. What is this giant tool you have here?
Oh, so one of the guys from the construction company that we're friends with over in the junkyard just got a new kind of diamond-tipped drill, and so I'm checking it out, checking the manual out. I'm gonna try it against the side of one of the buildings over here later today, maybe tomorrow, because there's always people looking for different tools and things. So yeah. Freddy seems very excited about this demo. Very this old house. He's got like goggles on his head and everything. Like he's ready to go with this giant cool thing he's got going on.
Oh, well, let me know if you need some help demolishing. I'd love to throw a hammer and smash some stuff. Need to get some things off of my chest, I think.
Oh yeah, no, we've got that. We've got an old bowling alley just right across the way that they've been talking about demolishing for like 2 years, and they just don't ever seem to do it. So yeah, we got plenty of hammers. We got big hammers, little hammers. We'll let you throw a hammer. Yeah. Ernie just kind of gives Freddy a look and is like, no one's throwing hammers.
Freddy, I'm sure whatever hammer you have, it's perfect. So Ernie, tell me, how long have you been running this pawn shop here?
Oh God, as long as my cousin in Angel Grove has been running his juice bar, probably. The family thinks of him more than they ever think of me, because he's a little more extroverted. But yeah, I've been, I don't know, maybe 10 years now I've been doing this. I wasn't always doing this. I was was the garbage man for a few years out of high school, and then I kind of upgraded to doing pawn shop work because there was money here. And yeah, I've just been. I know I've been in Centurion Ridge a long time. I don't even remember when I moved here. That's how long it's been. It's been knee high to a grasshopper when I moved in.
Oh, you just seem to have a really interesting life here. I was just very curious.
Thanks. There's, it's what I always say. There's always stuff, and people always want to buy it. It's nice to get to fix stuff. I like fixing things. It's nice to be of service to the community.
I think Felix is just gonna kind of like mosey around the pawn shop as he probably fixes himself like a coffee of some sorts or some sort of morning libation.
Give me an alertness roll.
See how well the coffee works.
I love alertness rolls.
Do you actually love alertness rolls, or are you like, damn it, alertness rolls?
Well, I've I got a 6.
Got a 6. So it wasn't gonna. So it's not working, but someone did sell like a Furby, and as you're walking along the aisles, like you hear "hello" just in like the Furby voice, and it does startle you a bit because you did not expect that.
Oh God, what is that thing? Somebody kill it!
Freddy comes over, still holding this big diamond tip drill thing. Goes, "Oh yeah, it's a Furby. Furbies are." I mean, I don't think the purple guy made them, but I would not be surprised if he had a hand in these little things. I might throw it in a wall later. Freddy says, and kind of nods at you.
I don't care what you do with it, as long as I never see it again.
GM note, I'm not writing that down to make sure that there aren't any Furbies later on in this scene or in future episodes. Yeah, so as you are wandering the downstairs pawn shop, enjoying the life of the pawn shop, as everybody else waking up, it's not like too early, but there is still sort of this timeline of if you've woken up and turn on the TV absentmindedly to like watch Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood or whatever you're used to doing, you do get that static with the weird Ivan Ooze voice, and you're just like, and off! Or maybe you leave it on, I don't know. But yeah, just a reminder that that is still a thing to be done.
Didn't we hit up the TV station already?
No, you have done the phone and telecommunication stations. You did not hit up the TV station.
Fair enough. I'm sure somebody else asked. Our phone's working now?
So anybody that wants to attempt a phone call, give me a technology roll if you're attempting a phone call.
I want to in just a minute, but I want to make sure I have all the cameras fixed first.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. They're mostly done. I just want to make sure that they're perfect, because, I'm me. I'm sorry. What am I supposed to roll?
Technology if you're going to try to make a phone call.
I have no technology, but Link is going to try anyway.
I have a D6 in technology, and I just got a 5.
That's okay.
I have a snag in technology, and I got a 14.
Alright, so Jules, you get a busy signal, but it's better than nothing. Link, who are you trying to call?
My mom.
Link, so does your mom do any, like, hold music?
No.
Okay. So you're able to get hold of her, but she sounds really far away. Like, it's a thing where you're calling someone and, like, you have to get progressively louder into the phone. Leah, it ends up Link is so loud, like, you hear Leah from your apartment, like, screaming into the phone, almost.
I'm okay!
Oh my god!
Nothing's wrong!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell? Like, she's just yelling through her wall, like, back at him.
I got a phone call to connect. It's amazing!
I don't know about you. I didn't know if you knew this, but we no longer connect phone calls with, like, cans and string. I don't know if you're aware of that. We don't have to sorry. We don't have to yell. I'm sorry. I've forgotten that I can't do that on this.
You get one. We have the Chris rule where you get one swear word. So that was our one swear word for the season.
Dang it! The whole season.
The whole
That's
season.
not gonna go well.
Is that the only one we can use all season?
No, I'm joking. Just trying to keep it to a minimum.
I do try.
So
I'm
it's
so sorry.
It's fine. No, it's fine.
Yeah, no, he's like holding his hand up to the. It's a bad connection. I don't know what's wrong. Yes, Mom, I'm okay.
Your mom sounds like she's repeating the things you say, and eventually the line just goes back to a busy signal. You do hear the word raven in the phone.
Raven.
Yeah, you heard the word raven in the phone, like she's making some observation about birds, but yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. So Leia, you're awake. Welcome back to the waking world. So
Okay. Well, you better go get coffee now.
Unless you're the person that took all the pamplemousse. I don't remember. Someone traded brownie mix for the pamplemousse LaCroix. That
was me.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, it wasn't me. She's not bougie enough for that.
I have the pamplemousse LaCroix.
You have the pamplemousse LaCroix. Okay. Yeah. So, Jules, what did you end up doing after you attempted and failed to contact home?
I probably got really frustrated, especially because I hear Link yelling that he would manage to get a phone call out. So I'm probably on my computer trying to see if there's some way that I can get some kind of a connection to get a message or get messages from someone, trying to figure out who's out there, who needs help.
You keep getting a weird pop-up on your internet, like, no matter what website you go to, you always get a pop-up from, like, the breaking news now from the Centurion Ridge station, from the TV station, and it's always that same static you get on your TV. And it's like it feels like it gets to a point where it feels like it's following you and it's trying to, like, corrupt your internet signal.
If I feel like anything is trying to get into my system or corrupt it in some way, I will break the connection immediately.
Give me a culture roll.
Okay.
Or if your survival is higher, give me a survival roll. Culture or survival?
Oh no, culture works.
Okay.
Maybe not. I got an 8.
Got an 8. You just hear the static.
Okay.
But it is... I would give you with an 8 because it's kind of obvious, because this is also Ivan Ooze, who is not known to be subtle. You would not be surprised if, like, whatever he's doing at the TV station is, like, sending it after you, kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just break the connection and put my laptop away.
For what it was worth, it was really slow. Like, really slow. The only website that loaded in the time frame that pleased you was the the Centurion Ridge Historical Society website is the only one that loaded, and that's because, like, that's one of the main features of the Centurion Ridge internet network is that as a resource for library and historical stuff. And that seemed to be the only one that Ivan couldn't keep a hold on. Like, it was the only one where you had longer on that page.
Okay. I will make a mental note of that and just close my laptop down and go downstairs for coffee and nibbles.
And there's a giant drill and a Furby. Everyone is going to pass by the Furby at some point this morning.
I'm going to give it a weird look and then just kind of like give it a lot of space as I walk around it because I don't want to be near that thing. Those things are creepy.
It's true.
They are.
So Link is the only one that actually plays with it when he walks by it?
Yeah.
You totally can. It's just a Furby. Sometimes a Furby is just a Furby. Y'all are so suspicious.
Hey, I wonder why.
I can't imagine. Alex, you are an artist, so you've probably slept in some weird places, in like weird positions in the back of cars. So did Link's kind of screaming into a phone wake you up, or you just like...
That's a normal night at his apartment. I mean, can't sleep without gunfire, you know? I mean, that's just the way it works.
You do notice when you wake up that the sky is blue. It was very angry yesterday. Like, it was angry to the point of, like, might have a tornado. So the sky is it's almost idyllic, which is a little off-putting, but it's also incredibly quiet. You're so used in the inner city, especially as a musician, to the sound of cars and like the hum of streetlights even, and everything here is so dang quiet.
He's going to glance over at his watch and it's not noon yet, and roll out of bed. Still sore from the day before. I forget what food item I had in my room, but
you also all one of you left money, but you also all did stop by a shopping center. So like you got like if you have like a favorite brand of toaster pastries or nature grain bars, because I can't think of a generic way to call them. You also have whatever food you all decided to take from the grocery store. And because you do have a generator in Ernie's pawn shop, you do have like working fridges and ovens. So you could actually make yourself a nice meal in your room if you so wish to.
Well, in that case, he will grab a chocolate milk out of his refrigerator and in, like the bag of powdered donuts that they come in the bag, and just be shoving them in his mouth as he walks down the stairs.
Unfortunately, you don't have chocolate milk. You have a chocolate milk-like soft drink that has an exclamatory name that I will not say because I do not know how to. But so you have like a Yoo-hoo. So you don't have real chocolate milk. You have like a Yoo-hoo, which is like chocolate milk but without a soul.
But
like,
disgusting,
It's
right?
chocolate drink.
Yeah.
It's a chocolate soft drink, but that was about as close as you could get. So,
Was there no milk at all?
there was no milk. The weird thing about people in a panic situation is they tend to grab like one item, and for some reason, the shop that you were at just no milk. Like for whatever reason, the people of Centurion Ridge were like, and milk. That was the one thing that was taken.
Was there powdered milk?
There was, but it was like in a weird aisle in a weird place. So if you want to roll, we can specifically see if you found the powdered milk.
Well, yeah, Link wanted to make brownies. He exchanged his bougie drink for brownie mix, and
yeah, all right. So I'm gonna have you roll. Give me and I'll have you give me an alertness roll for finding powdered milk.
sweet. They're not going to taste great, but it's better than nothing.
That's a 19. So you actually had a choice between powdered milk and powdered creamer substance, which is about the same. It could be a little creamier. So it's up to you, but you did manage to find it. It did take some time, though, because you were rummaging around in a darkened grocery store for it. But it worked out.
Works for me. So Link is making eggs and bacon and brownies.
Nice. Ernie had a pan downstairs that they had just cleaned up, so they're like, "Yeah, sure, take the pan. We'll deal with it later." So yeah, you make yourself some food, which is great. It is a brand new morning. Jules, are you feeling the urgency of trying to get reconnected to your family and trying to get your internet back up? I mean, you can't even get onto like the because the library system has the thing where you can do virtual books. You've already gone through your personal supply of books, and like you can't get a new book because there are no books here at this pawn shop.
Yeah. I need my technology. I need my books. I need to know that my parents are okay. So as she left her room, she grabbed her chocolate toaster pastry, and she's eating that cold as she's going down the stairs. And when she gets down there, once everybody else is there, she's gonna say, "Okay, so we're going to the TV station today, right? That's what the plan is. Can we go? Are we ready?" You're muted, Leo.
Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I'm ready to go. If everyone else is, if all you sleepyheads are out of bed and ready to rock and roll.
Freddie holds up the diamond tip drill and is like, I'm not gonna be able to drive you. I'm a little busy today. I mean, if you're gonna go and like get our TV signal back, that's great. I'm missing Wheel of Fortune, so like anything we can do to get Wheel of Fortune back, I'm happy with.
Freddie's a wheel fan. Who knew?
There are many things about Freddie. We contain multitudes.
So sorry. I literally was. It's fine. Freddie, do you have any to-go coffee cups? Because I can't deal with all of this before I have coffee, and I've only had like half of my cup.
All right. Let's see what we got back here. Freddie goes over to rummage and stuff. He's very spry. There's something about Freddie that is just like very Tigger-like, very bouncy. And he comes up with a I hate Mondays or hang in there, baby. He has both of those.
She takes both, actually, and she'll fill them both up.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, definitely. I will let you know that coffee mugs are not too heavy and not too big. So if you do have to morph, they will go into that weird morphing space that holds stuff. It will keep your coffee hot. So there you go.
Excellent. She's not worried about that. She just needs caffeine.
That's fair. Just to let you know, the TV station is on the opposite side from where the telecommunications center was. You could kind of see the top of the building from where you were, but that's because it's a fun pyramid-like shape, very kind of Spanish influenced. You actually have to double back south the other direction of the mall, like go back around the back of the mall, essentially. And if anyone can think of anything else they'd like to do, I will hand wave and say that you've begun to head south toward the TV station.
I'm taking the Furby.
You take the Furby with you. The second you pick it up, it starts talking to you. And Ernie holds up this like weird baby Bjorn. Ernie holds up like this weird like baby Bjorn thing and is like, do you want a little travel thing for your Furby?
Oh no, I'm going to teach it all the good words on the way. So.
Oh, all right. Ernie is bemused. But yes, you can totally take the Furby with you. It is a mechanical object, so it will not go into morphin space. You will have to like hold it as you battle if you battle, but that is something you can totally do. Yeah.
Link is going to be like, anybody want a brownie?
A little early for brownies, don't you think?
It's never too early for brownies. Also,
And
they have caffeine.
The Furby says, "I want a brownie."
Wait, there's.
The Furby actually said, "I love brownies," is what the Furby said.
Is that thing haunted?
No, it's a Furby.
That did not answer my question at all.
I'm going to say no.
They're supposed to talk about things that they're hearing.
And I just talked about brownies. Do you want one?
She's just gonna walk away. She's not enough coffee yet. She can't do it. She's not there yet.
Felix is gonna take a brownie and take a little bite, and oh, nice, firm, but still soft, very rich. You did good. I'm proud of you.
Hooray! Somebody likes my brownies. Which, by the way, Link smiles, showing teeth, and there is chocolate all over his teeth.
Nice. Yeah. Anyone looking around will notice the lack of people on the street. It's basically like wherever the Tangas dropped the cars or moved them to create chaos, things just kind of got left there. Far into the distance, you think maybe on one of the bridges leading out of town you can see some movement, but it's hard to tell. Anyone looking that way, all the people would look like ants. There is a stillness in the air. Everyone can start to feel the silence. Like, as much as you hear it, it's just weird to live in a world where everything is constantly going and then to have just silence everywhere. And you pass, at about the halfway point, you pass into one of the more ethnic neighborhoods, like Chinatown or like Little Hungary. It has this very cool kind of brownstone thing. And I want everyone to give me a performance roll.
With specializations or without?
What specializations?
With.
All right, everybody except for Jules, because for whatever reason you're not really paying attention as much. Maybe you're looking for something, but the rest of you start to hear music coming from inside the houses. Like people are trying to fill the silence with joy. And depending upon where you've lived and what you know, you can kind of tell they're coming from people's like their older songs. So they're coming from like family stories. They're coming from a deep, warm place and a desire to not be under the terror of Ivan Ooze. Essentially, it's actually quite nice. Even though their different songs are very complementary. Unfortunately, Ivan Ooze does not seem to care for the music as much, because as you kind of pass through the midpoint of this ethnic grove neighborhood, you get to a place where you can see a flower shop in the distance, and then all of a sudden the sky turns black, and like there's a pierced bolt of purple lightning. But the black clouds can't hold. It's almost like Ivan's trying, and he's not getting the result he wants for whatever reason. but he does manage to create little monsters called spitflowers. There are 5 of them that are potted rose plants. They kind of bloom and they have little faces with fangs and no eyes. And a couple tangas hop out of the sky and land, which are the little circles that I've got for you so we can keep count. And I'm going to show you a picture of the flowers as they grow, because I have a picture for you.
Oh, those are
Yeah.
terrifying.
They started out real cute, and they got real terrifying real quick. And so by the time a couple moments have passed and the tangas are like, come at me, bruh, this is what the potted roses looked like under Ivan's influence. Yeah, so...
Well, it looks like Mr. Raisinhead is up to some new tricks.
Evil flowers, right?
What's most
It's morphin' time?
disconcerting about the flowers is that they don't have eyes, but they definitely look like they're looking at you. It's more disconcerting than a Furby. Yeah.
Still need to see a Power Ranger fighting while holding a Furby.
Well, perhaps we're going to... You did say, Grim, you did say it's morphin' time, I believe?
Yes, I did. It's morphin' time. We have monsters. We should fight them.
You should. Yes, I think that's a great idea. If you don't remember your Ridge Morpher code, it is pinned in the general Discord that we have for the group. So remember that you need to key in your code and press enter after opening your Ridge Morpher in order to morph.
Yeah, Leah will put 415 in hers and hit the button.
Yes, and there is a swath of yellow energy as you become the yellow Centurion Ridge Ranger.
Okay, so Link's going to press 508 and hit the button.
Yes, and there is a swath of red energy. Each one of you will see that scene from the first time you did it, but everyone outside of that scene will see the swath of energy. And then the last part of it, right before the helmet, is the rectangular chest piece where it has all 5 of your colors on it.
Yeah. Felix will go next. He'll hit 110 and transform in a flurry of pink energy.
In a very saucy manner.
Yes, of course, always.
Jules will do the same, punching in 216 and blue.
All right.
Should we be rolling initiative?
I was just thinking that would be a good idea. So let's have everybody, now that you have almost everyone is morphed, please everyone do roll initiative.
And Alex will key in 309, and it's time to rock. And
indeed, it is time to rock. For anyone that doesn't like the initiative roll they've gotten, as the Black Ranger joins, you can use a story point, or you can sacrifice your move action on your first turn to re-roll your initiative if you don't want to use a story point, which I kind of like as a mechanic. All right, so Alex, you got an 18. Leia, you got 9. Jules, you rolled the 9 before Leia did, so why don't you re-roll yours?
Better than mine.
It's a 14. Where is Felix? Got a 13. Link, what did you get?
21. I really need to actually remember that I have follow me.
Yes, don't forget you took Illuminate, and so if you decide to punch something, that does give you extra power in punching. Yeah, alright, so let's have a good time. Link, you are first, indeed. What would you like to do against these flowers, or against the Tengas? There are also 2 Tengas.
Well, the Tengas are more likely to be able to report our location, so let's see. How many power points do I have? I have 2, so I'm not going to use anything. I'm just going to... Yeah, he's going to attack one of the Tengas. So, like, he's going to do that whole, like, ranger run with the, like, both arms, like, out in front of him like this, jump, and then, like, do a flip and then kick him. There you
Great. Please give me a might roll for the kicking, unless you're doing a martial arts thing. The Tengas have a toughness of 14, so you need a 14 or a higher.
Nope, miss.
It's a miss, but you did. It's more like you kicked them, but you kicked them square in the chest, so it didn't do anything. So you connected, you just didn't do any damage. So let's see, and then Alex, it is your turn.
Speed is 4, so I get 1. I'm going to move to the closest bird guy.
Oh, you're going to be with it. Yeah, you'll be within range. You're all within range.
Oh wait, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the Furby down and say behave, and then I'm going to move up. And can you aim with a punch?
There's no mechanic for that. I'm just going to say you punch. What do you want to do with the aiming of the punch?
I don't want to roll as bad.
Oh, yeah, there's no mechanic for there. It's just punching is going to be might because your fist is a blunt weapon essentially.
And I'm going to try to flatten his beak.
Oh, that's fair.
Oh. No.
That's a 5. With a 5, I'm gonna say you try to punch and the Tenga moves just in time. And you're not quite grappled, but it's gonna be like a weird angle for you to, like, you'll have to elbow next time.
I was distracted by the Furby.
You know, it happens. It cried out just as you left. Jules, it's your turn.
Okay, I am... You said the circles are Tengas, is that correct?
The boxes are Tengas, the circle are the flowers.
Okay. I am going to... What kind of melee hand-to-hand combat counts as finesse instead of might?
Finesse instead of might would be like, so that would be more martial arts, so it's more like a taekwondo sort of thing, or like a capoeira, if you know Brazilian jiu-jitsu, I guess. So it's very much like wrestling is more might martial arts, and taekwondo is more finesse martial arts, if that makes sense.
It does. Okay. Actually, I have a blade blaster, don't I?
You do have a blade blaster. Yes, it both blasts and blade.
Put it down.
Oh, do it!
You can blade with it. It's a finesse roll if you blade with it.
Yeah, I have the blade. Yeah, I'm gonna run up to a Tenga and stab it with my blade portion of my blaster.
Felix, do you see? Do you actually say that? Put it down! Put it down! As you see Jules running past with their blaster out.
I'm going to see Felix is going to see Jules unsheath her weapon and is going to cautiously take a few steps in the opposite direction that Jules is, just to keep himself safe, you know.
All right. Please give me that finesse roll as you stab.
Okay.
The roses are a 16. Toughness.
21.
Ooh.
That's a 21. Which rose would you like to have stabbed?
I was gonna stab a Tanga. One of the, or are they up in the air?
You can stab a Tanga if you want. They are down on the ground, so you can totally stab a Tanga.
Yeah, I want to stab a Tanga.
Which would you like to stab? The one that's higher, like more toward the north, or the one that's more toward the south?
Let's go south.
Okay. I'm just doing that so we know. The stabs are powerful. Tangas are kind of low-level minions, so you do stab one. Is there anything you would like to say in victory?
Yes. She's gonna jump up and down, very excited. I did it! I did it! I killed one!
Fabulous. Felix, you didn't get hit by anything, too. I mean, that's a good day right there.
So
You
far.
know, the sun is shining. I have not been shot by a teammate.
The day is
And
young.
it's your turn.
Everything is coming up, Felix.
And
so
it's your turn, too.
yeah, you know,
You did have a nice brownie this morning too.
I did. Inspired by Jules's stabbing, I would also like to take a stab at stabbing an enemy with my
Sure.
finesse.
Okay.
I'm gonna go for the other Tanga that no one else seems to be able to hit.
That's fair. Their toughness is 14.
17.
Fabulous. Do you have any words of victory or encouragement you wish to use in the universe?
I'm going to stab the Tanga and look at the Furby across the way and just kind of be like, this could be you.
It's far enough away that you actually have to shout that, so it will be also that your teammate who brought the Furby has heard you say that. All right. So, Leia, it is your turn. There are no more bird creatures, but now there are flowers with fangs and tans, and yeah.
I guess I'm gonna try to kick a flower in the head.
I
or
mean,
whatever
yeah.
that looks like.
They have a toughness of 16.
I
Ooh.
heard that information once upon a time, but it's concerning. So what would I do? What would I do if I'm gonna like run it, like jump and kick in their head?
Yeah, you can totally do that. Basically, unless you're doing fancy martial arts stuff, the mechanic for kicking and punching is going to be a might roll because your hands and feet are blunt objects.
Right. If I wanted to do some martial arts, because I have a specialization in acrobatics, martial arts, can I do that?
I'll give you acrobatics for that. It's a flower. It's
Okay.
Sure, yeah.
That seems like at least a better option.
That's fair. That's an
flying
8.
at him.
You do. You actually land behind, like you were trying to, like, because the body of it is kind of slender. So you were like, I'm going to hit the middle of the face. And you just kind of land behind.
Totally meant to. It's fine.
Which is, yeah. So it's now the flower's turn. And let me remind myself what they can do. They have claws, and so there are 5 of them and 5 of you. So each one of you are going. They're actually going to use their claws to try to grapple, and so this is going to be against your evasion.
Oh, bring it on.
They wish to hug you.
Oh,
Hug you
damn.
all. They got a 20. I think you're probably all being hugged, is my guess.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm getting a nice big flower hug.
Nice big flowery hug. They kind of growl at you, which is not great. And with the hugging of the split flowers, we are at an hour. So unless we want to continue on combat, we can go ahead and do a 10-minute break. Does anyone need a break, or do you want to keep going on?
I got here late, so I'm good to go. But
Yeah,
Okay.
I vote to
or
finish
to the rest of the
combat.
group.
Okay, let's do some combat then. We'll take. If you need a break, you can definitely take a break. But let's do some combat. You're being hugged, Link. You're being hugged. It's by a weird flower with the giant fang face, but you're being hugged.
How tall is it?
Taller than you.
Awesome. Okay, so I'm wearing a helmet. It's taller than me. I'm going to try and jump and smack it in what should be the bottom of the flower chin with my helmet.
Sure.
As hard as I can.
Yeah, give me that might, as it's a headbutt, so I'm going to have it be a might roll.
Works for me.
Which is fine. Did you write down what Illumination does? Because I believe this would
I
apply
did.
for Illumination.
If I use it for free,
It is up
My
to
martial-
you.
my melee attacks would do energy damage instead of the blunt damage. I'm holding on to that power for now.
Okay, that's fair. Please headbutt these demonic flowers if you wish to do so.
I'll just roll against toughness 10. You can then tell me if I'm hit or miss depending on what rolls.
They have a toughness of 16.
I missed.
You did headbutt, but now you just look like you're at prom with one of them, essentially. Like, you headbutt, but the head was softer. You thought you would encounter toughness, and you encountered pollen. They're very bland. Alex, your poor Furby child is all alone in the world, and you're being grappled by a flower with fangs.
Yeah, so since I'm grappled, basically it looks like the only thing I can do without a snag is try to escape.
Yes.
I probably don't have any of those skills. There's a shot. I will try to escape using my athletics.
Great.
And his toughness is 16.
Yes, but his evasion is 14.
Well, no, so when you try to escape a grapple, it's versus their toughness.
Yeah, the toughness is 16.
Yeah. No, I'm going to fail anyways.
You never know.
Oh, no, I have to get a 15 or higher, so.
Well, you got a 14.
Oh.
So you wiggle about. Your Furby goes, Daddy! Yes. Jules,
Yeah.
it's your turn.
I don't like that. Whatever that was.
Furby.
So I had my blaster in my hand when I was grappled. Could I try to stab it to get it to let me go?
Yeah, you can. So you won't be able to get out of the grapple unless it dies. But like, if you
Okay.
stab it and it dies, then yeah, you totally get out of the grapple because it's dead. That's how
Okay.
grappling works.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Yeah. Or you could try to shoot Felix because you have a blaster portion of your blade blaster.
Stop encouraging.
That's my
That would be with a
job.
snag, so.
I'm an encouraging type of person.
18?
At 18, you do stab the flower. It has more than 1 point of health, but like you do that thing where you kind of hatchet off a few of the petals, and it does let out this weird scream sound, as if it's grappling with the concept of its own existence. It does because you got the 18. I am gonna say that you did slice away enough that you're able to wiggle out of the grapple because you were successful in that. Because I am a kind GM. Felix, you definitely heard the whine of the flower as Jules got out of their grapple.
Yes. So the only way for us to get out of this grapple is to like destroy the monster.
Essentially,
I can't just get out. I can't just roll to get out of it.
You can roll might to get out of grapple or acrobatics. There's a mechanic for both.
Yeah, I will. I don't know. I'm thinking about just taking the slashing route as well.
Okay. You also did wear a skeleton backpack and you like bodied it to the ground. So you could try that again, you know. But yeah, if you want to slash at something, you totally can.
Well, I didn't do very well. I got an 8.
You didn't do very well. The problem is that you look great surrounded by flowers. So like,
it's true. They really complement. Yes, the color palette of the flowers is going very well with the pink of my costume. So I'm kind of reveling in that sort of fact.
Fabulous. Leia, what would you like to do?
Well, now that I'm where I didn't mean to be, so I should probably try to shoot it instead because the last one didn't work so well. I have my blaster, right?
Yes, you have a blade blaster. Yeah.
So I'm going to try to shoot it.
That is fair. That is a targeting, even out close range.
God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. The anticipation.
No, Snag! Damn.
Oh God!
That's a 4.
This is going so well.
It's a 4. I mean, I wasn't gonna have it hit you, but I feel like you're tempting the universe. So as Leia attempts to hit the flower, like the flower hand responds to try to move the weapon, and Felix, you just see like this blinding yellow energy go by your face. Doesn't do any damage, but it's just like you are now temporarily blinded. You can just see yellow.
Please don't shoot. Please.
It's Felix's sauciness that draws the blaster bolts.
It wasn't me this time.
I'm so sorry.
Great. So now the flowers have like a energy pollen attack they're going to do. They're going to attack each of you, and if they succeed in hitting you, you'll take damage, but you'll also be out of your grapple because it's like a push thing. So we'll do targeting from the flowers. And they got an 8. So I don't think anybody's toughness is an 8 or lower.
No. This is against our toughness, not our evasion.
This is against your toughness, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question. You said they were using a targeting attack?
Yes, that's the mechanic of it. But it's the villains have a different sort of mechanic.
Okay,
I'm
okay. I was just curious, like what attacks coincide with which defense. That's all.
No, that's fine. Yeah, so basically the flowers attempt to cover you in like energy static demon pollen, and it doesn't work, and it kind of pushes you away enough that you can all get out of your grapple anyway, because that roll was fairly low for them, but you're very close by them. And they also do have teeth they have not used yet. Link, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
So far, I am 0 for 2 for attacking.
It
I am
happens.
getting very upset. I'm gonna try and, you know what? I'm gonna grapple, right?
Yeah,
This is a flower.
that's fair.
It has feet, right?
It does have
It
feet.
had feet.
Yes,
Cool. I'm gonna try and stomp on its feet.
that's fair.
Stompy, stompy.
Stompy, stompy on the feet.
And I continue at 0 for 3.
You're 0 for 3. You do. It's a fun dance move, though. It does look like a fun dance move, like you're doing Zach's very famous dance taekwondo fighting.
Hip hop keto.
Hip hop keto. That's what it was. Alex, the Red Ranger just did some hip hop keto, and it is your turn.
I'm just gonna try to elbow it. Back elbow.
Great. Please give me that my roll and elbow the flower of your wish.
Oops. That's the wrong button.
That is
With another 14, I miss again.
That is a 14. You do miss again. I will say, give me that alert. Give me an alertness roll, please.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, since I'm not trained in this, I am going to fail.
But you never know.
I'm trained in might, and I have failed 3 times in a row.
So you don't actually notice this, but even though these are enhanced demonic flowers, it stands to reason they are flowers, and it is a sunny day. So there is also a chance that maybe the sun could be your ally, because it is relatively sunny and bright on this day. Jules, it is your turn. What would you like to do?
I want to stab it again.
That's fair. Or you can try to shoot it.
No, I'm good with the.
Please no shooting, please. I veto all shooting.
I don't know why you would do that, because we're so awesome at it.
Yeah, it's fine.
I got a 5 this time.
That's a 5.
I was too busy laughing at the fact that Felix almost got shot again.
It's true. You actually shoot. You actually shoot the foot of the one that Link was trying to like stomp on. You don't do any damage because it stops right in front of it. But Link, you see like a blue copy of like the Audubon Society guide. Like,
oh no, I was stabbing. I was stabbing.
You were stabbing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So never mind then. Yes, but you stab. You try to stab. No stabbing takes place. Felix, it is your turn.
Since I am right next to this flower thing, I am going to try and do like a fun little spin kick to attack it. That is also a finesse roll, correct?
Spin kick. Yes, I'm going to say that's a finesse roll. Yeah.
Jeez, 8.
An 8. Yes, you tried to spin kick. You do not succeed. Give me an alertness roll.
Oh no.
That is a nat 1.
That is a nat 1. You are not alert.
No, I am not.
You are not alert.
Felix is a very how do you say,
Self-absorbed.
aloof.
Felix, you actually see your own reflection in the flower shop window, the part of it that's not broken, and you're like,
Wow,
I look amazing.
I look really good in this uniform.
Leia, it's your turn.
She's gonna try to jump and kick it in the face this time because, like, at least it was sort of kind of better than her trying to shoot, and she doesn't want to shoot her friend.
Yeah.
Even if he does call their uniform a costume.
Anything is a costume, really, in life, but points taken.
Oh my god.
Do you want to try it again as a might and see if you get higher?
Yeah, it'll give me a snag though, because I have 0.
Try it anyways. You never know with a snag. You still have a chance of doing it. I'm just curious to see if might works better for you.
Nope, not even a little bit. Nope.
You attempt to kick, and that does not help. And it is now the flower's turn.
Take pity on me because I'm so sad.
And they are going to attempt to claw at you. This will be against everybody's toughness.
Oh.
They're going to get the claw. It's a 6. Everyone give me an alertness roll for everyone give me an alertness roll as we hit the top of the round.
My favorite.
It's true.
5.
14. See, I can roll green.
Yeah, may have passed something.
There we go. All right, for everybody getting green in this, just waiting to see about Link's alertness roll.
I had to double check something.
Okay. Link, you also see your reflection in your power armor, and you're getting real into it. So you also do not see the thing. For everybody that got green, you're starting to notice that these flowers are wilting a little bit. They are not in pots anymore, and they were definitely in pots when they were transformed. And so, like, if you look down at the roses that were cut off, where you kind of look at them straight on, the sun is doing a bit of damage because they're getting a little thirsty. So that might be useful information to know. Link, it is your turn.
Okay. I am tired of missing.
That's fair.
I'm very upset. It has me in a grapple. Yeah, let's try that headbutt trick one more time. It failed last time, but you know what? Whatever.
You could headbutt. You could try to intimidate them with language. You can really do whatever you want to do. So you could spend a story point to re-roll that. Oh, is that what you did?
I did not know that the 2 was my alertness roll from before.
2 was your alertness. So you could re-roll your might because you got a 1 on the skill, and you can use a story point to re-roll a D1 for a scene. So you could attempt the headbutt again if you so wish.
You know, I have so many failures now. I'm gonna stick with this one. I might as well.
Okay, that's fair. All right, Alex.
So, are we still grappled?
You you are very close by, but you are not technically grappled.
Okay, so then I would like to step back, draw my blaster, aim, and shoot.
All right, give me that targeting, if you please.
Make sure you don't shoot Felix.
Please.
But also, it'd be funny as fuck.
I'm glad my pain is so entertaining to all of you.
Well, I didn't hit you, so I finally
Thank
hit
you.
something.
Thank you.
So a couple things happen with that. Which one, just for funsies, which one of the 5 were you aiming at?
The one that grappled me?
Okay, I will say...
I don't know which one it is. How about number 3?
Oh, I was just...
Oh, number 2. We'll go with number 2.
Yeah,
I like number 2.
Number 2. And so a couple things happen as you're shooting. You actually, as the black purplish laser hits its target, the spitflower actually kind of crumbles. It's almost like returning to dirt a little bit. But you also hear in your ear, marksmanship status adequate, repair upgrade for power 2 black armor. So you are going to get your power armor upgrade for the next time you morph. But the rest of you actually see that these flowers are beginning to crumble under the heat of the sun. You're not feeling that because even if you don't take the environmental seal, your outfits keep you pretty cool. But it's hard not to notice that the flowers are crumbling a bit, and they actually now have a toughness of... What was their toughness before? So they have a toughness of 14 now. Jules, it's your turn.
I see that my fellow ranger has had success shooting. But I think...
I just want to do another commercial. I'm sorry, I can't help it. It was a good commercial. If no one has had a chance to see it, it's a fantastic commercial. Of the 2 times that Jules has shot Felix. The
secret is to aim for Felix, and you won't hit him.
Yeah, aim for Felix. Like, aim for Felix's reflection and do like a ricochet.
That would be the one time I would get a critical success.
Aim for the one in the middle.
You are facing off against one that you have hit. So if you hit it well, you may have unintended success. So, yeah.
I'm gonna try to stab it again because I'm a little nervous to shoot.
Sure, that's fair.
I got a 12. Oh, I'm so close.
You were close. I'm actually going to give that you maneuvered to stab, but you overcompensated. So you actually ended up like stabbing the flower
Felix?
next to it. You did not know because they're not. No, we're not doing that. But you actually were able to take one next by surprise. And so you actually were able to take care of one because you are a scientist. You note that as the blade goes in, there's less resistance than last time. And like you notice that dirt thing is very much like flowers drying up from being outside of water for too long.
Okay.
Felix, you didn't get shot. Yay!
Oh, hallelujah.
At least you haven't gotten shot yet.
I am going to spend a PowerPoint to use my volley shot ability to shoot one, hopefully two of these flowers.
Great. Yeah.
I'm
all
so
for that.
yeah, I'm gonna throw out some targeting.
You have like a targeting motto thing do you want to say before you shoot? Like anything that's coming to you as you aim saucily?
I don't know. The only thing I can think. Oh my god, 13.
13. You do go a little wide. You do get one of the like petals off of one of them, but it doesn't do enough damage. The 13 is very close. Your reflection, it looks so good. You can't help but like looking at yourself just at the last second. Leia, it's your turn.
She's gonna try maybe one last time to jump and kick their head
I think you should.
in their face. I think I should. It's legitimately the best roll I can give,
No, that's fair.
but it's still not doing its job.
It's okay. I've missed more attacks than you have so far.
You're new rangers. You're still learning, even if you were a ranger in Stone Canyon. It's perfectly fine.
Oh, sorry. I'm not doing so great. Last night I could swear I wanted. It's a new day. It's a new stream.
It means that you'll do well later. I believe in you. It is the flowers' turn. There are 3 of them left. So the last 3 people to attempt to hit were Jules, Felix, and Leia. So the 3 of you will be the ones that are attacked. And the flowers are going to attempt to eat your face with their fangs. And so this is going to be against your toughness.
Oh my god.
Okay, so that's a 20. So anybody who I named, if your toughness is lower than 20, obviously because you are in power armor, you're not going to have your face eaten off. But now you have a flower gnawing on your on the top of your helmet, which is not great.
Someone get these pollinators off of me.
Link, what would you like to do?
Well, I'm not doing super hot, but I guess the flowers are attacking people, not me.
It's true. They are attacking people, not you.
So I'm gonna move. Let's see. I don't know. I'm gonna move to the ranger closest to me that's being bitten, and then I'm gonna attack their flower. Eeny, meeny, miny, Jules. Jules got attacked, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought. Here, watch me fail again.
I believe in you.
I don't. I got a 10. I missed again.
You're missed. What were you? So were you attempting to like just move them off of your friend? Were you like doing like a side tackle? What were you attempting to do?
He was trying to punch them because that's his like go-to.
Okay.
At the moment, is punches.
Yeah. So you don't punch them, but you also don't punch your friend. So that's an important thing to know. Alex, it's your turn.
Well, since it worked so well last time, I will aim at. Oh wait, they're all in combat now. I will aim at the one not trying to bite Felix.
Okay.
That way. So aim at him and shoot. And oh well, didn't work so well that time.
If you want to spend a story point because you got a 2 on the skill roll, I think you can spend a story point for that. Let me double check that, but I'm pretty sure.
I think I can spend it whenever I fail, or is it just a critical fail?
I think if you get a 2 on one of the rolls, you can spend a story point. Let me double check, but I want to make sure because we have the story points to spend, and so let me just double check.
Any dice roll result of a 1.
Any dice roll. Okay. Any dice roll result of 1. You can spend a story point to cause a grid power bloom, generating a 1d2 personal power for each team member, which would allow people to have an extra d2 with future rolls, if that's of an interest.
I should have spent one to like I was specialized.
All right. While we think about that, Jules, it is your turn. You have a flower literally in your face, like you almost feel like you expect to feel like breath, and it's just like fang on your helmet.
So this is probably a really terrible idea. I want to bring my blade blaster up and try to stab through the flower that's trying to eat my face.
I think you should do that with an edge because I think that's amazing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's do that. I got a 16.
That's a 16. I'm going to definitely say that was a success. And as you slice up through, you are free.
Oh, thank God!
Free
I didn't
for
stab
the
myself.
moment. You didn't stab yourself. You stabbed something else. That wasn't Felix.
Jules is killing it.
It's true. Literally, murdering flowers left and right. Those poor innocent flowers. It's bad.
Innocent. Vampire flowers.
Innocent vampire flowers. Felix, what would you like to do? You are currently being gnawed on.
You know, I really do like the idea of stabbing these flowers. I'm going to do that. I'm also, okay, I'm looking at our hashtag Benny's list.
Yes.
And I believe I have a shift up of 2 on a roll because of a Morphin Master Point.
Yes, you do, and you can use that whenever you would like.
I'm using that right now to get out of this flower situation.
That is very fair. And you got that Morphin Master Point for following the for subscribing to the Twitch channel, so it has paid dividends.
Oh my god, thank you.
That's a 25. I will say with the 25 that was so successful, were you shooting or did you stab?
I was stabbing.
You were stabbing. I'm going to say that was so successful that you like stabbed.
Actually, can I retract that and say that I shoot only because I had it in the shooting formation before?
You did, yeah, because you didn't declare it. But I'm going to say that you did shoot, and you shot so well that it actually went kind of across the field. It went low, so it actually ended up going kind of across the field and hitting the one on the other side as well. And unexpectedly, there are no more issues with the flowers. They actually end up reverting back to roses outside of the flower pots, and they start wilting, and little bits of black goo drip off of them and down into like the asphalt and kind of sink into the earth. But nothing now is barring your way as we end that particular initiative. Yes, and so you can see the TV station. It is up ahead. It is pyramid-shaped, as I said. I think we should go ahead and take a 10-minute break, and then we can come back to the TV station, and you can find out what Ivan Ooze has planned for you in there. For everyone watching at home, we'll see you in 10 minutes' time. Welcome back, one and all. After having defeated so saucily the demonic plans foisted upon you by the villainous Ivan Ooze, you stand before the TV station. And the TV station the roof is Spanish shaped. The closer you get, the more you can tell it looks like a pyramid with the very top of it lopped off for like a helicopter landing pad. The Tangas have made the parking lot virtually impassable through dumping a whole bunch of cars there, and so there's just a whole bunch of wreckage. And so, really, upon cursory glance, the only way you can tell to get inside the building would likely be to go up to the roof.
Well, it's a pyramid, so it is easier to scale than a regular building.
We just walking up the elevator? Or elevator. the pyramid side? Like, how steep is the...
I am going to make you do an athletics for climbing. It's just not the highest difficulty you'll ever have, but I am still going to make you do an athletics roll for the climbing of it.
Okay.
Does anyone have any...
Let's go.
Well, I guess we're climbing.
Unless someone has another idea of a thing they would like to do to try to get in, give me the athletics roll if you are going to climb.
Can we teleport?
You can't really tell. Like, it's a very close thing, and also you're not sure you can teleport because you have not teleported in the suit. So you can always ask Alpha if you can teleport.
I still have to have a chat about the fact that I don't have a saber tooth. Rude.
That's fair.
Uh-oh, Alex.
All right, so you guys storm the castle. I'll guard the horses.
Really? You want to stay here?
I can't climb up the wall.
I just noticed your Furby.
I'm distracted with the Furby.
So, so I will say that you all start climbing, and Leia, you're really feeling it. So you're going to get to the top of the building first, followed by Felix. Jules, you turn back in time to see both Ace and Link's foot go into like go into the top of a car that's kind of turned sideways, and so now they're like kind of half trapped next to each other, just like inside of a car. So if someone wants to help pull them out, so that you all can continue to move, that would be very heroic of you to help each other.
Hey Link, I didn't feel like going up there anyways. Let's be honest.
You don't really feel like doing much ever, do you?
No, we should just go through the front door. It'd probably be faster.
I mean,
This is cool.
but there's all this debris. How can you move this many cars?
They all have doors, right?
They are smushed. They do have doors. You could just try to start punching cars and see how that works for you. I'm not
We can just roll windows down and claw through windows. All right, let's try to climb again.
Yeah. So you could try athletics with a lend assistance from the Blue Ranger one at a time, if you'd like to.
You first. I'll hold on to the Furby for now.
Lend assistance gives you an edge to athletics. There we go.
I didn't even know. I didn't need it.
It's always good to know that is what friends are for. And so anyone can help Link up out of the car to continue the sojourn up toward the helipad roof.
I will lend some assistance.
Okay. That's a 15. Yes, and so you are helped quite heartily by your teammates up to the roof, and so you do reach there is no helicopter on the helipad, so it's just kind of a flat space. There is a door in front of you with a little blue light on it. As you try the door is locked, but also there is no one around, so you could attempt to open the door by various means. So
Well,
Can I shoot the door down?
yes, you can. You can use targeting to attempt to shoot the keypad lock if you so wish.
13.
That is a 13. So you all just move out of the way in time. There are pink sparks as the Pink Ranger shoots the lock. You open the door to find essentially a little staircase going down. You're going to come to a couple of these in the course of the building. This goes down onto sort of a catwalk area. You can see down into like a news studio, and you can tell there's a red light on that looks like an emergency light, but it doesn't look like there's anyone around except for like a news anchor, and they look a little bit slumped over a desk. But you can see going forward across the catwalk, there are a few different offices. Yeah.
Okay. Let's be quiet. Shh. I'm going to try and roll infiltration to move along the catwalk without being noticed.
Sure, go for it.
Let's see how bad I do.
It's thinking. It's a 10. A 10 is not bad. You are kind of Pink Panthering it or cronking it from Emperor's New Groove, if you will, just along. But there does not seem to be anyone responding to you being in the building, and so you are infiltrating against your own inner demons, as it were. As you approach as you get farther down the catwalk, come to the offices. All the doors are closed, but you can hear static behind the doors, and there's like blinking white light underneath the doorways.
Blinking white light?
Yeah, like so when you have a TV and you leave it on at night, and like it makes like it's like that.
Okay.
Just like that, in fact.
The old-fashioned static that doesn't happen anymore since almost every station is on 24/7 now.
It's true. Well, except for right now when Ivan Ooze has taken over the airwaves of Centurion Ridge. That is.
Yeah.
We got to get Freddy back his wheel.
It's true. Yeah. So you can explore here. You can continue moving forward. It's up to you. What would you like to do?
Anybody have any suggestions?
Are we trying to get into this? Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, is there anything like this that's glowing purple that like seems like where we should be? But I guess the flickering light is probably a good sign.
If you want to give me an alertness roll for intent listening, you totally can.
Okay.
And if anybody wants to give me a culture roll, you can also give me a culture roll for anybody wanting to do that.
Okay.
I'll give you
That's
one.
pretty good, I'd say.
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm not very
y'all are
cultural.
All right. So Leia, your alertness roll, you can actually hear something. You can't quite make out what's being said, but you know the pattern of the voice. It is Ivan Ooze's voice. Alex, with your 15, with your culture, it's not very hard for you to piece together that it stands to reason that you don't know how long these TVs have been on, but every time you turned on the TV back in the pawn shop, you heard or saw you heard Ivan Ooze's voice. And so if there is someone in one of these rooms who knows how long they've been subjected to something.
So we should probably look in these rooms to make sure there's no one stuck watching garbage TV.
I like that idea.
Ivan is absolutely here, guys.
Are you sure it's not just a recording?
Am I sure it's not just a recording? Because I feel like with an alertness roll like that, it was...
Surely a ranger of your level would understand.
So two of the doors. So is everyone trying a different door, or are you all doing one door at a time together?
How many doors are there?
There are 6 doors.
It's better if we try them one at a time, I think.
Agreed.
The door that has the light coming from underneath it.
They all have light coming from underneath them.
Oh, okay.
The hallway lighting is either dim or out completely, and so the only real light outside of your own suits is the light coming from under the door and from the cracks in the door that is the TV static snow light.
And do all the rooms have the same Ivan sound coming from them?
The only one that can tell for sure is that is Leia, because she rolled the 17, and the rest of you for the culture roll didn't roll very high, so it stands to reason that if Leia has said Ivan is here, then that's accurate.
Yeah. I'm able to, so I will walk over to whichever the door is that sounded like he was in it and just be like, we should probably try this one first, together as a team. And then if I'm wrong, we can just try the other doors.
Okay.
Wait, is that the one you hear him in?
Yes.
So let's not open that one first. Let's get everybody else out first.
Oh, that's fair. I guess I'm just ready to stab somebody right now.
That's fair. So we're actually going to do this as a group skill check, because that doesn't happen a lot in this game. There's a great mechanic for it. I'm going to have everybody roll finesse. And then if more of you pass than fail the finesse roll, then you all pass the finesse roll.
Oh, boy. Sorry, guys. I'm going to drag you down.
Group skill check! Wow, that was a 22. I'm very impressed. I think you actually topped that out if you're at a D2, Jules.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
We have more successes than failures.
Fumble. I just fumbled.
You fumbled, but
I fumbled.
but your team carries you through the skill check. So even though you fumbled, you still succeed. And so you do open the first door, and you're going to see the same thing in all of these different rooms. And so it is the voice of Ooze. Leia, it's not just a voice. You can actually kind of feel Ooze like trying to charm people with his words. Like it's this really gross feeling of like someone that you don't like just like whispering in your ear. Like it just like, ugh, you know?
Like if someone had a Trump rally on and like real low in the background.
Yeah, and like someone is like spitting it in your ear, like parroting the things he says, kind of. Yeah, it's like that. It really hits you really hard, for whatever reason, because you were listening so intently. And so you hear, "I'm Ivan Ooze, and these are my rules for living. Follow them if you want to live." But whatever the rules are, they're coming through the static, and even with your 17, you can't say what exactly they are. You just know that they're there. And what you actually see is in this first room, there is a woman in kind of this generic power chute. She kind of works for the TV station. You can tell she has a little badge. She is slumped over on a chair, and like coming out of like her eyes a little bit, almost like she was crying mascara off, is this like purple goo. And she's just kind of, she's breathing, but she's like, she's catatonic essentially in this room, having been listening to Ivan Ooze for however long she's been in this room.
Should we help her? Can?
Probably. Sounds like a good idea.
How exactly are we going to do that?
I'll go in and I'll drag her out of the room and turn the
Is-
TV off.
Yeah, is there like a
Aggressively drug her.
this Ivan speech thing is coming from the TV?
It is
Subliminal
coming from the TV.
messages.
Yep.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah,
Yeah,
can I like
please.
unplug the TV or something?
Or unplug it.
So
Probably work.
as Alex drags the body out into the hallway, you attempt to unplug the TV, Felix, and the TV does unplug, but the message is still there on the TV.
I want to shoot it.
Turn the volume down.
Okay, go ahead and shoot the TV. Now that there is no one in the room that could be, yeah.
Okay. Why am I struggling to figure out which one that it's targeting?
Targeting is the shooting, and do a shift up.
How do I do the shift up?
There'll
we
be
want a
a
prompt.
thing that says shift up, and you're going to go to the plus D4.
Or whatever your plus is.
Yeah, or up one from whatever you are.
So it's going to be the second where it talks about skill shift, essentially.
Oh, okay.
And it'll say plus one.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
Of course. It's not intuitive at all. Well, you've done it a couple times.
Yeah. Hey, I think I can shoot a TV.
You did. So that's a 17, so you do shoot. So you do shoot
I can't
it.
shoot flowers in it.
And the 17 is enough. It actually, the yellow laser light actually seems to like go into the TV and through it. It's very kind of weird and claymation like you're shooting through something, instead of like the glass you expect to shatter. But something eventually does shatter, and you actually hear in your head, "Righteous empathy unlocked. Yellow Ranger level 2 upgrade imminent. And you shoot out that TV. So you do have 5 other rooms that have this exact same issue happening in them. We can play out all the rest of those rooms if everyone likes to. But all of the rooms, as you open them, are going to be similar since you all passed your finesse group check. And so even the ones that are locked, the lock's not very strong. It's just an office lock. Like, if you twist hard enough, you'll be fine. So you
Okay.
will, yeah.
Room?
Should since there's 5 rooms left, and we know what's going on, should we just kind of split up and do all the rooms?
That's what I was thinking.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Let's rock it.
Yeah. So you do that. So do you end up bringing all of the people out into the hallway? So now you just have like these 6 slightly comatose bodies hanging on the hallway?
Yes.
Well, if we can destroy the TV and get rid of the thing that's comatosing them, do we need to bring him in the hallway for now?
Well, even after you destroy the TV, the first TV, the person is still comatose. They've still been...
That's what I mean. Is so we could just leave. We could just destroy the TV, stop the signal, and just leave him in there until we... Since we now know that taking him out doesn't do any good.
Yeah, you can do that if you want to. You could also, because this isn't necessarily anyone's area of expertise, you could contact any allies you have that would have this as an area of expertise. Maybe they would know how to help these people to make sure. Or someone could do a culture or a medicine science roll just to see if there's anything that you can do to help them. Or in having shot the TV, maybe that's enough help, and you're ready to move on to the next part of the room.
You said a culture roll might be able to help figure out how to help them?
Yeah. Culture roll is, grid lore, psychology. Yeah.
I got a 15.
Yeah. So the culture rolls are really good. So it is a thing where they've basically been not doused, but there's no other way to say it. They've been doused with black magic, essentially. The darkness of Ivan Ooze. They've got ooze everywhere. Even if it's not physically everywhere, it's kind of everywhere. And they might get better, but especially for you, Leia, you're concerned enough that you feel like asking Alpha for help isn't out of the realm of something that would help. It would even just to make you feel better knowing if there's someone like working on something just in case this is like a permanent thing for these people. You just know it's bad and it's a lot of it, and they are not wearing power armor. So
okay. Yeah, I'm gonna get a hold of Alpha.
Yeah, you're totally able to goes, hi, hello, Miss Mackenzie. How can I help you?
Well, 2 things. First of all, remind me later to talk to you about the fact that I don't have a freaking saber-tooth tiger. But 2, we have some folks here who are not doing so well. I think they probably need more help than we can give them. Is there anything we can do for them?
Well, not doing well. Well, how are they not doing? What are they not doing that they should be doing?
Moving,
acting like humans, breathing, whatnot. I mean, I think they're kind of breathing, but like what? So what I think what happened was we found them in like locked room, well, not locked, but closed rooms, sort of staring at TVs that had Ivan's message and image coming at them, and their eyes are sort of oozing with this purple ooze, and they're kind of comatose, and it's just really bad, and I can't do anything to help them, and I know that like that we can't collectively do anything to help them. Can I maybe like if I get in the middle, like maybe if I get in the middle of them and like touch them, can I beam them with me, like to you, and then come back? Is that a thing I can do?
Oh dear. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of things happening. Okay.
I know.
No, it's fine. That's good. It's good to ask. I'm glad you've asked. I want to be as helpful as I can be. That doesn't sound good. That does sound like something. Ivan Ooze is a master of charm. That's part of his ability. It's not good. It's a very dark charm. It's not good. I would. So what I'm going to say is I'm going to have you. Why don't you hold out your wrist, your morpher there that you've got, and why don't you? I'm going to do like a scan from here, so we don't have to try to teleport because I'm not sure the teleportation is going to work because you're so far away from the command center. But I'll try to do what I can from here, and I'll keep a tab on them. If you got them all in one location, that's pretty easy for me to do. But yeah, we'll do a scan. And as GM, I say we're gonna do a group science, which is going to be a medicine. So even if you don't have a medicine specialization, if everybody wants to give me a science roll, and we'll see how this goes.
Oh God, I'm so sorry. Oh God.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
We're doing good. We're doing good. We can do it.
No pressure, Link. No pressure, Link.
No, actually.
I'm rolling with a snag, by the way. So
Oh damn.
No.
Never know. All right.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay, but like the other numbers are really good.
The other numbers are really good. So what I'm going to say happens is that Alpha is unsure of what it is. There has to be some research to be done, but Alpha commends you for having them in a safe location and for having taken care of Ivan Ooze's message. And Alpha says, be careful as you go forward, but I'm going to keep working on this here. And he's going to put a little defense field around them for what's up in their future. And he says, there's a good chance if Ivan Ooze's voice is in the building, there's more Ivan in the building. So be careful as you move forward, is what Alpha is going to kind of say as a general warning. But he also says, I believe in you. You're all doing really well. I keep getting these notifications that people are upgrading their levels and you're embracing more of your rangerdom, and that's good. That will only make you stronger and get you to battle Ivan Ooze more. And so what we're going to do now is Alpha is going to take care of those. I want everyone to take an extra story point for attempting to heal the people affected by Ivan. Even just the attempt is important. They will be healed just off screen. But I wanted everyone to be able to attempt that. So make sure to take a story point for that. And so what's going to happen is you are going to head down a set of stairs onto the first floor, and I want everyone to give me an acrobatics roll as you head down to the first floor.
17.
That's a 17. Good for you. Good for you, Felix.
Oh my God!
Thank you so much.
Out of 15.
Hooray. 8.
So y'all are passing into a break room, and what happens is everybody avoids the soda can being lobbed right at you, except for Link. Link, you take a cold soda can just right on the side of your helmet, you hear it. It doesn't do enough damage. But we're going to end the episode with you all looking over at this sentient soda machine that is now laughing at you. And I'm going to show you what that looks like at the top of next episode Welcome to the break room of Death Rangers. And we are going to end tonight's episode. You are now halfway through the TV station, but you have now entered the break room of death, and you are going to face, a la Maximum Overdrive, a sentient, angry soda machine. I was looking forward to that.
I have one thing I'd like to say.
Please do.
And this is what Link will say in a very indignant fashion. That is such a waste of soda.
I'm going to type that in. Yes. Also, it's like brand name soda too, so it's not just a waste of soda. It's not even a waste of generic soda. It's a waste of like good soda.
Why would you waste such a waste of soda? Link doesn't care. Soda is soda. It doesn't matter if it's generic or name brand. Such a waste of soda.
But we are going to start next episode in the break room of death as you traverse this TV station. The break room of death. Death and snacks. They're very closely associated. Thank you, everyone, for hanging out with us today and getting to the TV station and rescuing people with us. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time for another episode of Power Rangers Centurion, where Centurion Ridge will not be under, hopefully, Ivan Ooze's control for too much longer as the Rangers make their way through the city and save it from the dark ooze. We'll see you in 2 weeks' time. Have a good night, everyone, and remember to let the power protect you.